Alright guys, so we're back at it with another episode of From Roots to Race Ready, and it's been a couple weeks since I've done this kind of vloggy style video for the series, but this week I wanted to bring you guys back into kind of what I'm doing for my training program. As I kind of mentioned earlier on in the series, I'm trying to change my program up to keep it fresh with my training regimen, to not get bored of it, and today we're back at it. It's Thursday, so we're doing interval day, and I know I went over my previous interval day, but I've shifted it quite a bit, and I thought it would be cool to share with you guys. Getting suited up, getting ready for interval day. Got the Insta360, got the computer. Not my favorite training day week to week, but it does feel really good when you get it over with. It is very, very steamy outside today. Hoping I don't die today, so let's get after it. Hey, let's do interval day. Now we're doing 15-minute warm-ups, and that's an easy spin. So we're keeping that zone 2, very chill, just getting the legs moving, just getting the body warmed up for those rides and for the intervals. Once we get through the 15-minute warm-up, we do 5 by 5 minute at zone 4 or 5. Lately, I've just been cruising over to the air park. It's in one of the parks that kind of go through a huge section of Nashville where I live. So the loop is around 1.5 miles around. So it's the perfect place for interval day. I don't have to really think much about a route or plan a route. I just head over there. It kind of breaks it up to where my warm-up is like perfectly 10 or 15 minutes between the intervals. So in between each one of those 5 sets of 5 minutes, we take 3 minutes to bring it back down to an easy spin. So back down to zone 2, relax, recover, get hydrated, and yeah, just get ready for the next set. And then at the end of all that, we do 4 15-second max sprints just to finish everything up, and then the cool down is 10 minutes, which again is kind of my ride back to my house. That's interval day. It's really easy, really straightforward, and really easy to track. I build my intervals out on my watch. It's really cool. You can throw that in the cycling program on your watch. You can build out your own intervals. It'll buzz and come up on the screen when it's time to go into work mode or effort mode, and then it will do the same when it's time for slow downs or recovery modes. Now we got a little bit of a cool down, and we're back home. That's interval day. So we're post lunch, where I just had a quick little turkey sandwich and a bar. But yeah, I kind of want to talk about real quick the importance of interval training and kind of what my goal is with interval training, because I realized I didn't go over that before. And if you're watching and wondering what interval training does or the purpose of it, I want to dive right in. So the idea behind interval training, whether it's running or in my case cycling, is it trains your body to, go through high levels of stress and then rest rapidly. So that's just like in normal rides or races where you're climbing or surging or just trying to respond to the changing environments or terrains. So by alternating between tough efforts and rest, you're not only building cardiovascular strength, but also building your VO2 max, and of course building your lactate threshold, which ideally means that you can ride for longer without fatiguing. And of course, with all of this, the idea is building mental toughness to help you ride through any kind of discomfort. Finally, another idea behind this is intervals will help you increase your cruising speed, which will of course allow you to be more efficient and faster over the period of a ride or a race. That's intervals, and as I mentioned, those are going to change just like the rest of my training schedule month to month, but this month I thought it would be cool to kind of retouch on it and revisit intervals and what the purpose of intervals are, because personally I think it's one of the best training tools for an endurance sport like cycling, and as I'm moving towards my first race, and I'm definitely already seeing some kind of improvements in my cruising speed, which is really cool to look down at the computer and see my average pace throughout a ride, not interval rides, but my endurance rides. It's really cool to look down and see my cruising speed slowly move up, but yeah, feels really good. Last big effort, 5 more minutes. We got this. Woo! But it is hot.